Right now at 6, campaign announcement. Former La Crosse County Board Chair is running for Wisconsin's 3rd Congressional District. And preliminary hearing waived. A Coon Valley woman facing multiple drug charges appeared in court today, but the state may soon dismiss the case.
We're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Ken Kozarowski. A new candidate has officially entered the race for Wisconsin's 3rd Congressional District. Tara Johnson is running as a Democrat in next year's election. She spent 20 years on the La Crosse County Board and was the board chairwoman from 2011 to 2020. She was the first woman to hold that position. She says the country has changed since Republican Derek Van Orden was elected to Congress last year, and having a Democratic female candidate run against him changes the race.
I think having women running changes the dynamics in a very significant way, especially given the regression that the country has taken.
Johnson considers herself a progressive with reproductive rights at the top of her priority list. She will take on Eau Claire business owner Rebecca Cook and law school student Aaron Knights in the August primary. We'll have more from our conversation with Tara Johnson coming up tonight at 10. $4 million. That's what Wisconsin Democrats are spending to fight Republican calls for Janet Protasiewicz to be impeached before she even hears a case. Wisconsin Democratic Party Chair Ben Wickler says their media campaign is called Defend Justice. The goal is to pressure Republicans to back down from impeaching the justice who gives liberals a 4-3 majority. GOP Assembly Speaker Robin Vos and other Republicans have floated the idea of impeaching Protasiewicz, saying she has already prejudged cases on gerrymandering and abortion rights. Now, Wisconsin's Judicial Commission has already dismissed those claims against Protasiewicz. They did that this week. And impeachment in Wisconsin is limited to charges of corrupt conduct in office or committing a crime. Wickler argues impeaching Protasiewicz would be against the law, and that Speaker Vos is trying to overturn an election result he didn't like.
When voters elect someone, politicians can't overturn that election in order to stay in power. What Robin Vos and Wisconsin Republicans are publicly threatening to do is to nullify the votes of more than 1 million Wisconsinites, opening a Pandora's box and shredding our principle of judicial independence and the rule of law.
Vos has since said that this campaign just says the Democratic Party and Janet Protasiewicz are one and the same. This Democratic media campaign will include digital and TV ads, as well as a website that tracks where every state Republican stands on the impeachment idea. Now, if the Assembly impeaches Protasiewicz, she would be blocked from any duties until the Senate makes an act, and that would effectively keep the court at a 3-3 deadlock. If her spot on the court becomes open before December, the state would host another Supreme Court election for April of next year. A Coon Valley woman facing multiple drug-related charges waived her right to a preliminary hearing today. 40-year-old Julia Lloyd was arrested in June along with 33-year-old Stanley Holte. They were charged with maintaining a drug house and conspiring to distribute methamphetamine and fentanyl. Last week, Lloyd and Holte were indicted in federal court. According to the indictment, they allegedly possessed 500 grams or more of meth. If convicted at the federal level, they could face mandatory minimums of 10 years in prison. When the feds pick up the case, the state could likely dismiss their case to let the federal courts handle it. But for now, the state arraignment is set for September 21st. The burn bans in Onalaska and Holmen areas have been lifted. The Onalaska and Holmen Fire Departments say it's because the Wisconsin DNR lowered fire danger levels to the moderate level. Both departments still want to remind residents that moderate conditions still mean fires can ignite and spread easier. Outdoor and recreational burning should be done with care. And it could be misleading because we saw so much of cloud cover and cooler temperatures, but there is still that potential danger from those fire departments at that moderate level like they mentioned. Let's bring in Bill for the latest in our Coulee region forecast. Hey, Bill.
Yeah, that's right, Ken. Unfortunately, that cold front came through, meant business temperature-wise, but really didn't produce a widespread soaking rainfall like we so desperately need. Few spots saw some decent rainfall, but most of us really kind of missed out. Now, deceiving high temperatures today, mid to upper 70s, including 79 out of the La Crosse Airport. A lot of these were set just after midnight, though. 78 in Sparta, 77 in Black River Falls, and 75 in Viroqua. So officially, the high for the calendar date will be 79. That is right on average, and definitely put an end to our hot streak in the 90s going back to last Saturday. Now, skies have been cloudy through the day. Every now and then you'll see the lens get wet with some brief showers or sprinkles, but barely enough to kind of dampen the pavement here in downtown La Crosse. But you know what? We'll take every little drop of moisture we can get. And currently, we still have some light showers or drizzle ongoing in eastern parts of the viewing area, primarily from Clark through Jackson, Monroe counties, Juneau and Adams, maybe far eastern Vernon, portions of Richland counties as well. Current temperatures much cooler, in the 60s for the most part. Overnight lows will be in the 50s, so much cooler than the past couple of nights. I'll have the rest of my 8-day forecast in just a few minutes.
Sounds good. Thanks, Bill. More than 3,000 homes in Winona County don't have access to the internet. That's according to a policy assistant at Engage Winona. It's a nonprofit focused on expanding access to community decision making. Today, they partnered with the Minnesota Department of Employment and Economic Development to host a listening session about internet access. Recently, Minnesota invested $750 million in state and federal funds to increase broadband access for rural areas. Engage's policy assistant says these days internet access is a necessary utility, from kids' schoolwork to seniors' access to telemedicine.
In so many ways, broadband is so essential to people's everyday lives, and making sure that every home in the county has broadband internet is a priority.
Lack of access to the internet lowers a home's property value, and less people are moving to areas with no internet access. Wilson says increasing that access will improve both the economy and the quality of life in rural Winona. Packer fans have another event to add to their weekend plans before Sunday's opener with the Bears. Former Packers quarterback Brett Favre will join Packers Hall of Fame nose tackle Gilbert Brown for an autograph signing event in Galesville. That event will go from 1 to 3 p.m. on Saturday at Champions Bar and Grill. Pre-purchase packages listed for the event start at $225. All proceeds will go to the Gilbert Brown Foundation, which supports 156 children's charities in Wisconsin. The area hasn't seen Brett Favre a lot. He is currently listed in a civil lawsuit over misspent welfare money down in the state of Mississippi. Still ahead tonight, a coloring book of Winona locations. The publication was so popular, a new edition is coming out.
Experienced sales consultants are good listeners who sell people what they need, not what's on sale. They're easy to work with and value a trusting relationship. We know team members with these life skills earn lifelong customers. Dahl Auto, simple.
To everyone who's hungry for something special,
Culver's is the place for us. Hi, what can I make fresh for you today? It's nice being greeted by people who are glad to see you. And I appreciate that they use real ingredients, like fresh beef and Wisconsin cheese. The frozen custard is so fresh and creamy, it tastes like it was made just for us. It's our pleasure. Just spending time with family, that's what mealtime at Culver's is all about.
from Wisconsin with love. Welcome to Delicious!
Meet a doctor who connects all the dots.
Oftentimes, people with low back pain, knee pain, or hip pain don't even recognize that it's actually coming from their feet.
Their feet? For real?
Absolutely, 100%. It can have a domino effect because their foot and their ankle aren't supported properly. Their whole body is out of whack.
Getting back into whack? Good Feet arch supports could help.
Keeping your body in good alignment, that can go a long way.
See what we can do for you with a free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
No matter your level of comfort with technology, our secure website allows for worry-free transactions. Whether at your computer or in the palm of your hand, our mobile app lets you manage your account on the go. For over 120 years, Union State Bank has provided our customers and community with quality financial services. We're here for you and welcome you to bank with us. Union State Bank, where customers and community come first. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
In every department at Dahl Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. In over 100 years at Dahl Auto, we've learned to value experience. After working with our team, you'll value our experience too. Dahl Auto, simple.
In 2017, Visit Winona published a coloring book to help highlight the city's attractions, with the new edition offering illustrations from a handful of local artists. News 8 Now's Michael Germain has the details that are hot off the press. Hey, Michael.
Ken, in the age of information technology, finding ways for cities to connect with tourists is more complex than ever before. But in the city of Winona, they're finding success by going back to the basics.
We're really excited to offer this additional opportunity for folks to connect with local art as well as really fantastic businesses and attractions here in Winona.
If you want to see the city of Winona in a way you haven't seen it before, stop by the Visitor Center and be sure to bring a box of crayons.
We decided, especially post-COVID, the need was still there. People still wanted to connect with businesses and art in a really accessible way like coloring.
In a sea of laptops and smartphones, Visit Winona is finding their footing in an unlikely location, a good old-fashioned coloring book.
We reached out to our previous artists as well as a few new artists.
While the idea isn't new to the folks here, a number of the artists and exhibitions are.
There are actually more new pieces in this 2023 version than in the very first one.
Visit Winona partnered with local nonprofit River Arts Alliance to connect with local artists to create this year's edition.
We connected with some regional artists who had a really kind of cool, interesting, specific style of sketching that worked beautifully for the Winona coloring book.
Artist Julia Crozier is one of them.
I had the privilege of being able to work on the previous coloring book as well, and it was just a really fun project. Take the ideas of the entity that they were and sum it up into a drawing that was like pleasing graphically, like in the coloring book style.
It's an opportunity to see the city in a new way, whether you're an inside or outside the lines personality.
It was fun for me, and I think it was for the other artists too, because we were able to take different aspects of those entities and sort of put them together in a fun way.
It's still unclear if there will be a third edition to the book, but for now, you can buy the book for $6 at the Winona Visitor Center and also at the Winona County Historical Society. Ken?
All right, Michael, thanks very much. Still ahead tonight at 6, community college enrollment is on the decline. Now schools are trying to figure out how to get more students in their doors.
And I'm meteorologist Bill Grawley. Cloudy and much cooler evening for those outdoor plans. What do the next 8 days have in store? I'll have the answer with my 8-day forecast coming up next.
We're all here to talk about her.
Hello. We built her so we could get a family plan.
Well, with U.S. Cellular, it's just $29.99 per line.
I guess we don't need that fourth line.
This is awkward.
U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Do the plans for your new home include a fireplace? Is your builder using La Crosse Fireplace Company? Our showroom has over 70 units on display to help inspire you. We'll design more than just your Heat and Glow fireplace. We'll help you pick the perfect stone, mantle, and hearth, making your Heat and Glow fireplace the focal point of your new home. Visit our showroom today or call us for your free estimate. La Crosse Fireplace Company, Mormon Coulee Road, because your place is by the fire.
Get up to 60% off list prices on hundreds of items at the huge Labor Day sale at Slumberland Furniture. Incredible deals. This awesome reclining sectional comes with a free recliner. Or this 5-piece dining set for $3.99. This soft gray sofa with a free matching chair, both for $4.88. How about a Lazy Boy recliner as low as $3.98? Plus new 24-month no-interest financing. Up to 60% off at the huge Labor Day sale at Slumberland Furniture. Do not miss this one.
Hello, this is a real lawyer. Yeah, I've won 1 million cases, and I'm on a bunch of billboards.
Whoa, 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 buddy. If they want the real Nicolay, they should get the real Nicolay.
Fine.
Thank you. Russell Nicolay here. Yeah, we can help.
In a world full of choices, make sure you get the real Nicolay.
How'd you even get in here? What are you doing answering calls? Where's your mom, man?
Dings, dents, scratches, big crunches. You know where to bring them. Pischke Motors Collision Center on 2nd Street in downtown La Crosse. When you've got a crew of professional body and paint technicians like ours, you provide them with the latest in repair equipment. And that's what we've done in this state-of-the-art, environmentally friendly facility. We have customer drive-in lanes, soft touch 24-hour car wash, So when the dings, dents, scratches, and even the big crunches happen, bring them to Pischke Motors Collision Center on 2nd Street in downtown La Crosse.
Our phones keep us constantly connected.
Please switch to airplane mode.
But what if they helped us actually connect?
What would I give?
Introducing US Mode. Set your phone for human connection at US Cellular.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
Schools are welcoming students back to class, including community colleges. Over the past decade, two-year colleges have seen steep declines in enrollment. CBS's Danya Backus takes a look at why and what's being done about it.
Alex Esparza believes community college will lead him to a successful career.
I took a look into what they had, and they had a business program, and I was like, business is what I want to do.
But fewer young people are choosing the same path. Since 2013, two-year colleges have seen a 36% drop in students. Schools were hit especially hard during the pandemic.
We lost about 350,000 students across California community colleges.
Dr. Sonia Christian is chancellor of the California Community Colleges. She's tasked with figuring out how to attract more students.
Online classes, hybrid classes, short-term classes. Our community colleges went through this incredible redesign in doing flexible scheduling to meet the student needs.
Schools are facing competition. Traditionally low-paying jobs that don't require a degree are now offering higher wages, and more prospective students are choosing trade schools instead. The decline in enrollment has pushed the community college system to reimagine the way they connect with students. Francisco Rodriguez is chancellor of the Los Angeles Community College District, which offers assistance programs.
We want to make sure that they have the supports that they need, from childcare to transportation to food to the kinds of textbook support that they need to be successful in class.
Some community colleges also provide instant admission and financial aid. Esparza is getting free tuition through the Promise program and plans to transfer to a four-year college next year.
I think what I did was probably the best decision.
Community colleges are seeing results after the changes. Nationally, enrollment ticked up in the spring. California schools are experiencing double-digit growth this fall. Danya Backus, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Many community colleges are also offering high school student dual enrollment so that they can earn college credits. A lot of cloud cover in the Coulee region today, but not a lot of widespread rainfall. Let's bring in meteorologist Bill Grahl with the latest in our forecast. Bill?
Yeah, and unfortunately, that's been the theme of the summer months. Every time we get a system or a cold front coming through, instead of getting a widespread soaking rainfall, it's kind of hit and miss, and that's exactly what happened late yesterday into last night with the latest cold front passage. Take a look at the rainfall totals, and you can see that there was some pretty good rainfall near and north and west of Eau Claire. My goodness, this has been kind of a mecca for some decent rainfall this summer, unlike the rest of the region, especially Dunn County, western Chippewa County. Another good patch of rain over parts of southeastern Minnesota, northeastern Iowa, down near and south of Prairie du Chien, and then northeastern Wisconsin got some widespread rainfall. But boy, in between, it was few and far between in terms of any decent rainfall. Now you can see through CityCam still some light showers, sprinkles or drizzle in spots. In fact, it looks like this is coming right into the downtown La Crosse area. So you know what? I guess we'll take every little shower that we can muster up. With the recent dry conditions. 79, the deceiving high today. That was just after midnight. Most of the day we spent in the upper 60s to low 70s. And just a trace of rain so far out at the La Crosse Airport. 67 with the cloud cover. Again, a few spits and sprinkles here in downtown with a 68-degree reading. Winds out of the north-northwest at 17. Eau Claire, cloudy there as well, 67 degrees, and dew point starting to drop into the 50s. So cool air has settled in behind that departing area of low pressure, which now sits over Lake Michigan. You can see most spots in the 60s now, and boy, what a difference that cold front made. Anywhere from, well, 15 to as much as 25 degrees cooler than this time last evening, including 20 degrees cooler in La Crosse and Eau Claire. Dew points still in the mid-60s to the south and east, but starting to drop into the 50s. which is in that more comfortable range, and that trend will continue overnight with dew points in the low to mid 50s by morning. Still kind of breezy as well. North to northwest winds at 10 to 20, gusting to 25. They'll come down a little bit later this evening, I should say. Still some light rain showers and sprinkles. Again, the radar doesn't do a great job of picking up on the mist and drizzle that's going on, especially in our eastern communities. Some showers in far eastern parts of the area. Those will start to taper and shift to the east later this evening as that low departs off to the east. Lingering clouds, though, overnight and even through much of tomorrow. Probably mostly cloudy day, and that's shown on Sky Tracker. Maybe some partial clearing late in the day. If we don't see that, it'll definitely clear by tomorrow night. In fact, Friday's looking gorgeous. Mostly sunny and pleasant temperatures back well into the 70s. Now, highs tomorrow, still on the cool side, upper 60s to low 70s in the La Crosse area and southern parts of the Viewing area. As we head back to the north, more of the same, except parts of Clark, Chippewa, and Rusk counties might see highs only in the lower to middle 60s. Quite a contrast from the very hot weekend that we just put up with. 58 tonight. Those showers and sprinkles and drizzle end later this evening. Mostly cloudy and cool tomorrow, 71, 78 beautiful degrees on Friday. Saturday dry, 83, and some periodic rain chances Saturday night through Monday. Small chance of showers on Tuesday, and then dry next Wednesday and Thursday. But with the exception of Saturday, my goodness, highs mainly in the 70s. It's going to be kind of refreshing after the 90s this past weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. Bill, thanks very much. Coming up next in sports, the Viterbo volleyball team is off to another hot start. V-Hawks have played all 12 of their games on the road so far. The ladies are finally coming back home on Friday nights. Rob got a preview with the V-Hawks, and that's next.
The Board Store Home Improvements. Everyday low prices on bathroom remodels for seniors and families. Contact us today for a prompt free estimate.
During the Labor Day sale at Home Furniture, get up to an extra 10% off sale prices, like this Woodsman dining set for just $10.79. Plus, get free shipping. The Labor Day sale, going on now at Home Furniture.
Whether your project is large or small, get 11% off it all at Menards. From aerosols, floor coating, stains, and more, our paint department has the quality Rust-Oleum products you need to bring your project to life. Rust-Oleum Stops Rust 5-in-1 spray paint is the first ever adjustable spray paint can. Choose from 5 different spray settings so you can get a professional finish on every project. A can is just $6.49 each after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
The most important value of our law firm is our commitment to our clients.
Another great thing about Schwebel, Getz & Sieben and our lawyer was that I was able to call him pretty much any time of the day or night. He gave me his personal cell phone, and he'd pick up right away and give me the answer. And that was very comforting. That was very valuable. Schwebel, Getz & Sieben was there for me and my family when we really needed help.
You need an experienced attorney on your side. Schwebel, Getz & Sieben. Call or visit schwebel.com.
Never been invited to a Southern fish fry? That's okay. Get Arby's $5 Hush Puppy breaded fish basket and fries. Because Arby's would never not invite you to Arby's. Arby's, we have the meat.
This adorable shelter pet wants to meet you and your family today. The News 8 Now Pet of the Week is brought to you by Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics.
Right now at Home World Rugs, get 15% off area rug sale prices with many different patterns, sizes, and shapes to choose from. And area rug experts in every showroom to help you find the perfect rug. 15% off area rugs at Home World Rugs.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
In what's become sort of the status quo here in La Crosse, the Viterbo volleyball team is off to another hot start. V-Hawks have spent the entire regular season up to this point on the road, but the ladies will finally get to play in front of the home crowd on Friday. Back to business for the Viterbo volleyball team. The V-Hawks get into practice on their home court this week as they gear up to host the Viterbo Volleyball Invitational this weekend. So far, so good for the V-Hawks. Head coach Ryan DeLong says getting to play the first few weeks on the road against solid competition is a good barometer for his players to see how they stack up against some of the better teams in the country. One of the leaders on the squad is Winona grad Grace Rohde. Senior says not being where they ultimately want to be right now could be a good thing for this team as the season goes on.
for one, it's humbling of just realizing we're not the best right now. We're not the best that we could be. We're not the best compared to other teams right now. When you lose, it catches your attention a lot more than if you just win all the time. Because if you just win, you're like, oh, well, we got by, it's okay. But if you lose, it catches your eye of, oh, we weren't good enough. What did we not do? What can we do better? How do we stay consistent?
We're very outside heavy right now, so it's a lot on me and Graceland, with both of us being the captains and the go-to hitters. And figuring out timing with our middles has been hard. But it's still been fun, and we're still looking pretty good this year, and I think we should have a very successful season.
It's a marathon, not a sprint, so, you know, Kenzie and Grace and a few others have taken the lead, and I think that's been good. You know, stepping out of the role is sometimes, you know, a little uncomfortable, but they've done a great job with that, and you know, if you told us, you know, we'd be whatever we are, 10-2 or 12-2, whatever, at the beginning of the year, I'd take that just because I think it's, you know, it's the schedule that we've played and just the competition we ran into. So I think they put themselves in really good position to start September.
The V-Hawks get to play in front of their home fans Friday afternoon as their invitational tournament kicks off at 2 p.m. Fun stuff.
Yeah.
They're always good, right?
Always a solid program. Yeah, and you could see in the footage, Kennedy McCabe looks to maybe be the main libero.
Yep.
Mabel Canton grad. Yep. Great volleyball program there. And Ryan DeLong does such a good job of recruiting local talent and keeping them around.
6 or 7, I think, of the 14 are from the immediate area. So that's half the squad. And then off to another hot start. He said that playing on the road the first few weeks is kind of by design.
Sure.
Get these players, you know, get the chemistry building a little bit. Force them to sort of get along, you know, figure out what the, you know, just their little quirks, but they've been playing well.
Because, I mean, the conference schedule becomes a grind throughout the rest of the fall, so it definitely gets them prepared.
Sure does.
All right, Rob, thanks very much.
You got it.
We'll be right back after this.
Stories are told on our Instagram at WKBT News 8. Or you can always find us at news8000.com.
With a tankless system, you can have unlimited hot water whenever and for however long you need it. Upgrade to a tankless today and never be left without hot water again. Rely on Maxwell White, plumbing done right.
The weekend to-do list. It's a lot easier with the help of a John Deere 1 Series tractor. Attachments connect with ease, so you can knock out every task on your list. Whether you're moving earth, leveling a path, or mowing and mulching, one thing you're not doing is wrestling with the attachments. So you actually have time to enjoy your space and work on planning the next big project. John Deere 1 Series compact tractors. Versatile, easy, and affordable. Find yours at Tractor Central.
It's a John Deere day.
Craveability. It's baked into everything we do, like Perkins Bacon Fest. It's back with a lineup of mouth-watering meals made to satisfy bacon lovers everywhere. From our maple bacon pancake platter to our smokehouse bacon double cheeseburger and big bacon BLT, we're always finding new ways to make your day sizzle. And don't forget, pumpkin spice is back in season. Order online at perkinstogo.com.
Whether it's a bathroom remodel or comprehensive plumbing services, we at Maxwell White strive to keep our neighbors safe and comfortable in their homes, offering honest, upfront pricing on every service, all backed by a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Call Maxwell White today.
A few isolated showers or sprinkles this evening, otherwise much cooler, lows in the 50s, and still pretty cool tomorrow, lingering clouds, highs on either side of 70.
All right, Bill, thanks very much, and thank you all for joining us tonight at 6. We'll see you at 10.